Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is Squid Game Season 2. At the end of Season 1, our main character, Song Gillan, had won the Squid Game by being the sole survivor. But he's not spending the money on himself, he's decided to use it to stop the Squid Games for good. And step 1 is to undo his dumb red haircut. Gillan hires a team of investigators to search for the game's recruiter, and eventually they find him slapping people in the subway. They follow him to the park where he's offering homeless people a choice between a bread roll and a lottery ticket. Of course, they all choose the scratch-off ticket, and of course they all lose. Then he dumps out all the rolls and starts stomping on them like a crazy person. And it seems like this isn't even part of his job, it's how he has fun on his day off. The detectives decide to take this guy down, but he's the one who takes them down. And he makes them play a deadly game, rock, paper, scissors -1, where you throw out 2 things and take 1 back. It's Russian roulette for whoever loses, and eventually one guy makes a huge mistake and throws out 2 rocks, so the other one has his life in his hands. But he can't bring himself to kill his friend, and so Boss Detective is killed instead. Now the recruiter finds Gillan, but he won't just kill him, he wants to play a game. They play their own Russian roulette, and recruiter guy is absolutely crazy. So crazy, in fact, that when he loses, he sticks to the rules and shoots himself. Now the cop tracks down Gillan. He is Juno, the detective who infiltrated the games last season to find his brother, only to learn his brother's not a player, but the mysterious front man who runs the games. He survived being shot and was pulled out of the water by a nice fisherman who's been helping him search the area for the island where the games are held. Gillan is living in this old hotel he bought that he's turned into a massive armory. Yeah, he's become Batman. Now he assembles a squad of ex-special forces and dumb detective guy. Gillan goes to meet the front man who talks to him through this piggy bank speaker. Gillan's like, hey, put me back in the games. They've never had a previous winner come back, so front man's all too happy to do it. And so it's happening. Gillan is player 456 again, going back into the games. But his mercenaries are hot on his tail, tracking him with the chip he put in his tooth. So it's the classic Squid Games we all remember, with the soldiers in pink suits and walking through the crazy stairs. And once again, the first game is red light, green light with the creepy robot girl. Gillan's getting worried his army's not here yet, so he pulls out his fake tooth, and the chip is gone. Yes, somehow the Squid Games knew he had it, sent his mercenaries in the wrong direction, and Gillan is now stuck in the games for real. So Gillan takes charge, warns everybody that if you move during red light, you'll be shot. Of course, nobody believes him. So when someone moves and does get shot, a bunch of people start freaking out, running away, which is exactly what you're not supposed to do. And so once again, about a quarter of the players just didn't get the memo and are immediately killed. Now people start listening to Gillan, who leads them in a great strategy to line up in straight lines so the people behind have some wiggle room. And it is a huge success as most of them survive. Per usual, everyone starts freaking out, please let us go, but it's like, look, you guys can vote to end the games. The Pinks explain how every time someone dies, money is added to the total prize. Last season, if they voted to end the games, everyone left with nothing. But this season, there's a new twist. If they vote to leave, they can split whatever money has accrued. This should make it an easy decision. Everyone can live and leave with something. But it's really not enough money yet to make a difference in most people's lives. Gillan tries to tell him, I've played the games before. All of us are going to die. But this guy's like, that's fake news. Come on, let's all stay and make a bunch of money. So it's player number 1 with the tie-breaking vote, and he chooses to stay. But turns out this guy is a plant. It is the front man himself. Gillan, of course, doesn't know what he looks like, and so this guy makes an effort to befriend him and soon joins Gillan's team. He's acting like a good guy who talks philosophy with Gillan. It seems like his motivation for being in here is to prove to Gillan that the games aren't bad. All these people's lives are worthless anyway. They're choosing to be here, so that's their choice. Turns out Gillan's funny best friend, Jung Bae, is also in here, and he befriends a young man, Dae-ho, who was also a Marine, so they get a funny thing going on too. And we meet a whole cast of new contestants, like the deadbeat son who's in here with his nagging mother. There's a trans woman who's a real hero and saves Gillan's life early on. There's a mean old businessman who the Pinks reveal is in more debt than anyone else here, because the richer you are, the more you can lose. There's a famous rapper, Thanos, whose hit single, it seems, is recapping the events of Avengers Infinity War. He snuck in a bunch of drugs and is having the time of his life. He and his sidekick lost all their money thanks to crypto YouTuber guy who gave them some real bad advice. And crypto YouTuber's ex-girlfriend is here, but she's pregnant and real mad that he ghosted her. Outside the games, we started following a young woman who's a pink bunny mascot. She's a refugee from North Korea who's trying to find her baby that she had to leave behind there, but there's just nothing they can do. To make more money, she's going inside the games, but not as a player, as one of the Pinks. There's a big subplot where some of the Pinks are leaving players alive so they can have fresh organs to harvest for the black market. But Pink Bunny Girl takes her job very seriously and is not going to let them get away with that, but she can't turn them in because the captain is in on it and looks the other way when they threaten her to stop. Outside, she befriended an adorable little girl in a strawberry hat who's unfortunately dying of blood cancer, and to make money for her treatments, her father went into the games. Will Pink Bunny Girl shoot even him or spare him if it comes down to it? Now it's time for game number 2, but it's not one Gillan has seen before. His knowledge of last season can't help him. It's a team game, so fit men are in high demand. No one wants to take chances on anyone else. No one wants to take pregnant girl, but of course Gillan is happy to. Mother and son form a misfit team with short girl and tall girl, and their fifth is crazy fortune teller lady. Thanos is hilarious. Hey Senorita tries to recruit the hottest girl here. She's already paired up with Wimpy Guy, so Thanos recruits him too. This game is a 6-legged relay race, where each player has to complete a minigame before you can move on. It's all about keeping your cool, because if you mess up, you can psych yourself out and keep messing up. And if time runs out, of course, you're killed. Misfit team is having some trouble, but Tall Girl turns out to be a great leader who knows when to give you gentle encouragement and when to give you a smack. Come on, focus up. They all find their inner strength and manage to win. Oh yeah, so heartwarming. Gillan's got a pretty good team. In fact, they start with a flawless run until the front man, seemingly on purpose, totally botches the top throw. So it comes down to the absolute final second. So a bunch of money is added to the pig, but splitting it, it's still not that much. Mean businessman leads the charge. Come on, you cowards, let's make some money. He starts chanting one more game, which is pretty fun to chant, and as we've learned, people are bad at voting. Outside, our crew is hard at work using a drone to scout the islands, but when they think they found something, turns out it was a trap. They realize one of them must be a mole, and turns out it is the nice old fisherman. But the cop doesn't learn this yet, still trusts him for now. Everyone inside is feeling good about surviving the last game. Now they've got a team of new best friends who they think they can keep winning with. Only Gillan knows what's coming. As soon as you make some good friends in here, they'll give you a game where you're pitted against them. Indeed, the next game is called Mingle, where everyone's on this merry-go-round. When the music stops, they call it a number. You have to form groups of that many and get into one of the safe rooms. Everyone left outside is killed. So our groups of 5 are broken up as everyone decides who they like least. And it becomes pretty awkward if the person you ditched survives to now hold a huge grudge. But it's an easy decision for people like Thanos, who don't really care about anyone. In fact, Thanos is still hilariously having a blast. It's a heart-wrenching moment when mother and son are split up, and with the clock ticking down, he gets in the room and ditches her. He feels absolutely horrible, but of course as a mother, she forgives him, and he resolves to stick with her no matter what. Next round, Short Girl is knocked away, and someone else takes her spot. Oh, Short Girl dies. She was so sweet and nice. In the final round, the number called is only 2, meaning a lot of people will be left behind. It's a mad scramble to get in the rooms. Jungbei and the frontman get in one, but someone else is already here, so with the clock ticking down, frontman snaps his neck. Damn, man, hardcore. Now a lot of people have died, the prize is finally worth splitting, hopefully they'll vote to get out of here. But half the group feels pretty good about their chances to keep winning, so one more game turns into, yeah, we're staying till the end. Frontman has the deciding vote, and he votes to make it a tie. The revote will be tomorrow morning, so everyone has the night to think it over, but now we're divided into 2 teams who have come to hate each other, and tensions are running high. And it's the first meal in here where they've been given a sharp fork, so tonight they'll probably start killing each other. In fact, the fighting kicks off early for a big bathroom brawl, and things escalate very quickly. Thanos is gonna kill crypto YouTuber, but oh, Thanos is stabbed with the fork. R.I.P. Thanos, terrible guy, hilarious character. With Thanos' death, everyone realizes the Reds now have the votes to win. And indeed that night, the Blues attack. Oh, it's a massacre. The biggest death is Punk Girl, who had befriended Wimpy Guy, but in the end, he's too wimpy to save her, hides while she's killed. But earlier, Gillan made a plan. It's not about red versus blue, we need to be fighting the pinks. That's how we'll stop the games for good. They pretend to be dead and ambush the pinks, take their guns, chase them out of there. So Gillan assembles his rebel army, including, ironically, the frontman of the games himself, who Gillan had become best friends with. They head towards the control room, but they're way outnumbered by the pink soldiers and pinned down in a huge firefight. Tall Girl turns out to be the MVP. She was in the military, but it seems Daeho might have lied about being a Marine. He totally freaks out, runs back to the room and hides. Gillan and Jungbei pushed on ahead, but now they're pinned down in the stairwell. The frontman arrives with reinforcements. They make a plan to get around behind him, but now the frontman finally betrays them, makes it seem like he was killed. So the rebellion is defeated. One of them was Strawberry Hat Girl's father, and it seems Pink Bunny Girl does indeed kill him. Gillan is forced to surrender by the frontman back in uniform, but he doesn't kill Gillan. He wants to teach him a lesson, and so instead kills Jungbei. Oh no! He leaves Gillan to finish the games, and that's where Squid Game Season 2 comes to an end. If you liked this recap, hit that subscribe button for more of the best recaps of TV and movies.